Before the sun breaks above the horizon, the African savannah is still wrapped in a cold. Only the wind moving through the low grass, the soft flutter of wings among the branches, and distant sounds announcing that another day is beginning. Then, the horizon begins to glow. The first rays of sunlight sweep across the grasslands, awakening an enormous world. A herd of elephants slowly emerges from the thickets. The adults move along the outer edges, while the calves remain safely in the center of the herd. There is no need to hurry. With bodies this massive, every step is a reminder that this land still belongs to them. In the distance, giraffes begin stretching their long necks toward the treetops. A large herd of wildebeest moves across the open plains in scattered groups. Zebras gather in small clusters, with young calves lazily following close behind their mothers. From a distance, the savannah appears peaceful. Beneath a cluster of low trees, a pride of lions is beginning to stir. The adults lie scattered across the shade. One lioness raises her head, her ears turned toward the grasslands. The cubs immediately take notice. They know nothing about hunting. They know nothing about territory. They do not yet understand why the adults are always watching, always listening. To them, morning is simply another chance to play. One cub rushes forward and grabs at its sibling's tail. The other spins around and pounces. The two tumble across the dry earth. Another cub tries to climb onto its mother's back. The lioness simply turns her head, gives it a brief look, and settles back down. Those seemingly meaningless games are actually the first lessons of a lion's life. How to move, how to dodge, how to keep balance, and, most importantly, how to become an adult predator. But somewhere else on the savannah, a very different confrontation is beginning. A male rhinoceros steps into an open patch of ground. He stops. Ahead of him stands a lion. This is not a hunt, at least not yet. The lion takes a few cautious steps forward. The rhino immediately lowers his head. His horn points straight ahead. The distance between them begins to close. The lion moves forward again. Suddenly, the rhino charges. In seconds, an animal weighing several tons becomes a living wall of power. The lion turns away instantly. Sometimes, victory simply means convincing the other side not to come any closer. But if the rhinoceros represents raw power, the leopard represents something entirely different. A leopard lies low in the grass. No roar, no unnecessary movement, only a pair of eyes watching everything. Below, a pack of African wild dogs moves constantly across the plains. They communicate with short calls, quick gestures, and subtle movements of the body. Then one dog spots the leopard. The entire pack stops. The leopard rises. For a moment, two worlds of predators stare directly at one another. The leopard does not want to be surrounded. The wild dogs do not want a dangerous rival too close. Several dogs move forward. The leopard immediately retreats toward the cover of the bushes. It does not need to fight. It only needs to control the distance. And then, as quickly as it appeared, the leopard disappears into the golden grass. Near a river, another confrontation is taking shape. A group of hyenas approaches the water's edge. They are searching for food. But beneath the surface, a Nile crocodile lies almost completely motionless. Only its eyes break the water. The hyenas move closer. The crocodile does not move. One hyena lowers its head to drink. Suddenly, the surface of the water explodes into motion. Within moments, the crocodile becomes still again. The confrontation is over before it ever truly begins. Elsewhere, across the grasslands, zebras are fighting a very different kind of battle. Two adult males approach one another. They lower their heads. Then, without warning, they charge. Hooves pound against the earth. Bodies collide. One zebra spins and kicks backward. The other dodges. Seconds later, they are running side by side again. From a distance, the encounter looks violent. But sometimes, these clashes are simply a way of establishing position and social rank within the herd. Not every confrontation ends in injury. Not every sudden movement signals disaster. Across the savannah, many battles are simply another form of communication. Then a heavy sound rises from the distance. Two male rhinoceroses are facing each other. Both stand completely still. Their horns point toward the ground. Their heads are lowered. Then one charges. Two massive bodies collide. Dust rises around them. They separate, then advance again. The confrontation does not last forever. After several tests of strength, one rhino finally backs away. The other remains where he stands. There is no need to chase. There is no need to continue. The contest has been decided, but the day is only beginning. The sun is now high overhead. The temperature rises quickly. Shade becomes one of the most valuable resources on the plains. A herd of buffalo gathers near a shallow waterhole. The adults form a protective outer ring. The calves remain safely in the middle. Above them, birds constantly move across the sky. Nothing here truly lives alone. Buffalo can break through dense grass and reshape the ground beneath them. Zebras and antelope follow the newly opened feeding areas. And somewhere beyond them, predators wait. At the riverbank, a group of hippos lies half submerged in the water. They may look slow and peaceful, but that appearance can be dangerously misleading. A male hippo suddenly opens his enormous jaws when another animal comes too close. No words are necessary. The warning is unmistakable. The other hippo changes direction. The water becomes calm once again. On the bank, a giraffe walks past. It lowers its head toward the water. For a towering animal like this, drinking can be one of the most dangerous moments of the day. Its long neck must descend. Its legs have to spread apart. Its field of vision becomes limited. The giraffe drinks quickly, then raises its head almost immediately. No predator is waiting. This time, it is lucky. Not far away, the lions are resting again. A lioness lies beside her cubs. One cub climbs onto her back. It gently bites at her ear, then races away. Adult lions may spend much of the day resting, but for a cub, almost every waking moment is a lesson. They watch the adults. They imitate the way they stalk. They learn to coordinate their movements. They learn how to read the reactions of their own kind. And sometimes they learn when to stay away from danger. Across the grasslands, a group of hyenas appears. They move together, alert and purposeful. Several stop. One catches a scent. But before they can move any farther, a herd of buffalo emerges. The hyenas immediately keep their distance. Buffalo are not easy prey. Adult animals can form a powerful defensive wall. Their horns point outward, forcing any predator to think twice before getting too close. Once again, the savannah reveals an important truth. Numbers can be just as powerful as strength. Meanwhile, the leopard has disappeared. It climbs onto a low tree. From this elevated position, the entire grassland unfolds below. And far in the distance, a herd of elephants moves across the plain. The leopard does not need to rush. The most successful predator is not always the fastest. Sometimes it is the one that knows how to wait. The afternoon slowly fades. The light turns golden. The wind becomes cooler. Across the plains, the herds begin moving again. Zebras gather together. The young remain protected in the center. A few males playfully chase one another. They run in circles, kick their hind legs, then suddenly stop. Within moments, the herd is calm again. On the opposite side of the grassland, the elephants begin moving toward the water. They walk slowly, but every step leaves a deep impression in the earth. One young elephant tries to move ahead of the herd. Its mother gently reaches out with her trunk and pulls it back. No shout, no struggle, just one simple gesture. But it is enough to keep the calf safe. On the savannah, life is not sustained by strength alone. It is sustained by memory, by instinct, by care, and by the ability to learn from those who came before. As the sun begins to sink, the lions rise. The cubs follow their mothers. One pauses for a moment and looks back across the grasslands. Today, they have not yet become hunters, but every step, every game, every warning from their mother is preparing them for the future. Farther away, the rhinoceroses disappear back into the thickets. Giraffes search for places to rest. Hippos become more active as the harsh daylight fades. Birds skim low across the ground. And somewhere in the distance, hyenas begin calling into the approaching darkness. At the horizon, the entire savannah turns deep orange and red. Another day is ending. But the struggle for survival does not end with the sunset. Night will bring a different world. Predators will become more active. Herds will search for safer places to rest. As the sun disappears beyond the horizon, the savannah falls into darkness once again. But life does not stop, because here, in one of the wildest places on Earth, the end of one day is simply the beginning of another night.